And the exercise I want to share with you is a polarity practice. And this is what I want you to do. I definitely want you to take notes right now. Get out your pen, get out your paper, and write down your sun, moon, and rising. So I am a Libra sun, a Libra moon, and a Cancer rising. So I would write, Libra, Libra, Cancer. And if you're a Sagittarius sun and a Gemini moon and a Leo rising, write down sun, moon, and rising. Okay. And those are the three signs that you want to pay attention to for your exercise. And it's going to be a polarity exercise. It's about role reversal. We're going to play some role reversal here. Okay. For all of the zodiac signs, there's a polarity. Aries and Libra, Taurus and Scorpio, Gemini and Sagittarius, Cancer and Capricorn, Leo, Aquarius, Virgo, Pisces. So, if you're an Aries sun or a Libra moon or a Libra sun, Aries moon, Libra rising, this is for you. I want you to act like the other polarity. Behave, embody for a day or two or three. Like play with this as much as you can. So if you're an Aries, sun, moon, or rising, behave more like a Libra. If you're a Libra, sun, moon, or rising, behave more like an Aries. What does that mean? If you're Aries, instead of needing to take the lead, it's about letting others lead, letting go, and releasing the urgency of timeline. If you're an Aries, you like to jump in, you like to get it done and be on to the next thing. You don't like to rest on your laurels. And then what about Libra? If you're a Libra, freaking step up. Take initiative. Don't wait for someone else to prompt you, Libra friends. It's about you driving the car versus defaulting into the co-pilot. Don't wait for harmony, create your momentum. So, Aries, y'all step back and receive. Let someone else take the wheel, even if it's uncomfortable or not the way you would do it. And then release the timeline of urgency, impatience, immediacy, and see what happens when you embrace the Libra aspects for a little bit and just let it go. Libras really recognize where you default into, I'm going to let someone else prompt me, or waiting for everything to be harmonious before initiating or having a conversation. It's really more about initiating the momentum, taking the lead, taking charge, and not with brute force, but really with assertion that comes out of integrity and creating momentum for yourself. So think about that. All right, let's talk about Taurus and Scorpio. So for all you Tauruses out there, you got to act a little scorpionic. Instead of, you've got to face the depth, face the shadow, risk change, feel your emotions. And I'm going to repeat this: risk change. What does that mean? Something that you have been sitting on, or where you'd normally just sit back and you like that stability and consistently jump in and risk making a change, whether it's a change of attitude or a change of circumstance, behavior, go for it. But also don't fear really feeling your darkest, heaviest emotions. Be the psychological explorer. Like, whoa, I'm in a lot of jealousy right now. Or, wow, I'm feeling a ton of self-pity. I mean, go ahead and be that scorpionic presence that goes right down into the heart of the truth, no matter how ugly or painful it is, in order to alchemize it. Go deep, Tauruses, and make a change. Take a risk. And it can be calculated, but feel the risk and feel both the expansion of that risk and that little bit of fear right in that center point. And for you Scorpios, back off of the drama, seek stability. Don't default into drama and all that lovely psychoanalysis that you all love to do to really get down to the depths and figure it out. Instead of needing to like emotionally and energetically and mentally really pinpoint it, just say, oh, shoot, I'm feeling off today. Okay. I'm going to move on to the next thing. I'm going to do something very grounding and nurturing versus psychoanalyzing it. And you Scorpios out there, like you all know yourselves very, very well. That is the genius of your energy, is that you love to go down to the depths and like figure it out in all the intensity. Just lighten the heck up and do something really easy, really stabilizing, really comforting, really nurturing, like, take a bath instead of psychoanalyzing yourself, or eat something really good for dinner. And laugh about this, you Scorpios, because y'all have a great sense of humor and a wicked sense of humor. So, Tauruses, definitely get wicked, get deep, get a little snarky with yourself, like laugh in the face of fear. And Scorpios, push all that aside and just create some stability and some ease and maybe even a little pleasure without drama and psychoanalysis. Okay, if you're a Gemini or a Sag, sun, moon, or rising, Geminis, this is really clear. Drop all the freaking data and the fact finding. And okay, I need to get everything precise and be the investigative journalist and let me get all of this data done and get it done quickly. And y'all don't act very robotic. I know that. I'm being cheesy when when I talk like that. But I want y'all to get into your depth, your why. Like, what is the meaning behind what I'm doing right now versus the facts and the logistics? Get out of the facts and the logistics and get into the deeper philosophy of yourself, the why behind your actions and your engagements, especially for you all, because Geminis, you are so day to day oriented. And in astrology, when we talk about the polarity of Gemini and Sagittarius, Gemini is about short journeys and Sagittarius is about long journeys. And that can be taken very literal, meaning Gemini is run into the grocery store, the items on your daily actions and interactions, whereas Sagittarius is about the broad strokes, the trips, the bigger travel, the philosophies, the knowledge and understanding things. So Geminis, explore, learn, use your curiosity to get into the what is my meaning behind this? Why am I really worried about this, Gemini? We know y'all future trip. Why am I so worried about this? What is the why? What is propelling me? What is deeper behind my daily interactions? Like what motivates and propels me? And am I coming from this place of excitement and enthusiasm and love and potential, or am I coming out of old conditioning, old fear? So drop the data and the fact finding and get into the meaning and the philosophy. And then Sag, you know what I'm about to say. Get out of your meaning and philosophy and double, triple check your facts. Quit being so broad strokes, because you all have these beautiful broad stroke canvases and the sky is not the limit for you all. You love to spread your wings and learn and travel, not just literally. You love to travel in your freaking mind and your spirit and astrally and all of the creative ways. But this energy for you is more about get your facts straight, get your data collected, and temper that beautiful vision you have with precision. And think about it like being very quality oriented over big picture quantity. And even for you Sages, I'm gonna recommend something that y'all are gonna roll your freaking eyes at, but laugh at, make a to-do list. Like like literally what is on my list today, and let me check those boxes, and can I check them easily without needing to like go deeper into and make something even bigger come to life? Like, can you just be in the day and that be just as adventurous as the big picture of like the mundane? The minutia, but double, triple check your facts. Okay. So that's Gemini and Sag. On to Cancer and Capricorn. So with our Cancer energy, we know you all are about intimacy and feeling and nurture. Okay, you got to act more like a Capricorn. I think this one is hard. Okay, I think out of all the polarities, and I'm a Cancer rising, so what I'm about to say, I'm like as I digest it, I'm like, "Oh gosh, okay, I can do it," you know? So Cancers, instead of taking things so darn personally and losing your boundaries because there's a little codependency and enmeshment and immersion, it's about not taking things personally, and instead of just feeling and intuiting, it's about structure, creating structure, setting boundaries, being a little detached emotionally from situations. And I know you Cancers over there, like, what do you mean? And that makes me think of You've Got Mail. And the line in You've Got Mail when Meg Ryan says to Tom Hanks about business, he's like, "It's not personal, it's business." And that's so Capricorn, right? It's not personal, it's business. Like, it's just how we roll. And the Cancer is like, "What do you mean? If anything begins, it begins by being personal, and then the business comes." That is Cancer Capricorn in a flippin' nutshell. So so think about that, Cancers. It's like it's just business. It's not personal, it's just business. And but don't worry, y'all. You're not becoming just business, not personal. This is balancing out a polarity. It should feel freaking awkward and it should feel unfamiliar. Now, I tell you what, if you're a Cancer sun and a Capricorn moon, that's the story of your life. Like that's the design of your soul. So some of you may be listening out there and being like, no, no, I get it. It's the story of my life because that is your polarity, or you've got a Capricorn rising and you're a Cancer moon. That's part of your story in this lifetime of balancing that. Now, for you Capricorns, you got to be sensitive and empathetic and gentle, not only with other people's feelings, but your own, and not being afraid to freaking show your heart and be vulnerable and let your dang guard down and it to be personal, not just business. Let it be personal. Let that softness lead. And a beautiful example of that Capricorn wise is Capricorn's like, well, I just need the facts. Like, I just need to know what's happening. It's not going to hurt my feelings if this isn't done. I just need to know what's happening. But beneath that is, I mean, because there would not be so much passion and energy behind that if feelings weren't involved, right? So the Capricorn that is so astute and planning oriented and grounded and really structured and can be divinely structured, it's its most divine when it's actually sensitive and vulnerable. So for you Capricorns out there, if you get angered about something or frustrated with the minutia of people that you're always managing, being like, "I'm exhausted, y'all. I don't feel like doing this. Like, I am exhausted. I'm exhausted of all the you know what rolling uphill." Or you know what, you said that and it felt disorganized and like you didn't have your act together, but it really hurt my feelings that maybe this happened. So, Capricorns, show your freaking heart and your sensitivity. Melt for a little bit and be soft, and don't look at that softness as messy or a weakness. Like, be messy, be weak, and it's not about you being messy or weak, but that's the way a lot of you interpret, if I let things down or if I don't hold the structure, then I'm a mess. Something's wrong with me, and that's what's deep down there. So in this polarity of these two energies, it is an incredible fusion, but it may take a little bit of effort. I think for all the polarities it does, but this one to me, and maybe it's because it touches me personally, and I'm like, okay, I got it. All right, on to Leo and Aquarius. Now listen, you Leos out there, this is more about thinking collectively and globally, not just about yourself, because we know that y'all are ruled by the sun and you like being the center of attention, even though sometimes it's like, look at me, don't look at me. But ultimately, deep down, you want to be seen, and you want to be seen in this incredibly heart centered, empowered way. But that can get convoluted. But for you, it's about thinking about the group, the bigger picture, and sharing the spotlight, giving others credit, collaborating, not needing to lead and take charge, really sharing the spotlight. And it's an interesting energy to navigate. But for you as Leos, because you naturally know how to show up and show out, even if you don't always feel that way, because we know how sensitive you are and perfectionistic about your performance. Okay. That is the beauty of Leo. And remember, Leo is about the refinement and right sizing and divine sizing of ego. It's about the healthiest expression of ego. And right now, the healthiest expression of that is being a part of, the collaboration of, not standing out in any way, sharing because why not? And I think a good practice is, where do you collaborate and really appreciate other people shining? Who do you admire? Think about that. Who do you really freaking admire secretly in your heart? Who are you like, wow, that person is a badass. Gosh, I want to be them. Okay, well, tell on yourself. Like, tell somebody else that. And for you, Aquarius, this is about to get awkward. Be your own radiance, be your own light, take center stage, be seen. Don't deflect that light. No minimizing or shrinking out of, shrinking into other people's comfort, or this false sense of humility, Aquarius, where you're like, I'm good in the middle. I'm good in the crowd. I'm good on like the outskirts of the crowd. No, you need to like be the freaking line leader and be seen and perform and like not make a spectacle of yourself, but almost feel that awkward that you're like a caricature of yourself. And I'm being cheeky in this because we know how awkward you are, Aquarius. And when I say awkward, I mean quirky, unique, and fabulous in all the ways, but it's about really being seen. And so with you, Aquarius, it's like, take the spotlight, post a picture on social media that you wouldn't normally post. And I don't usually give social media as a really great frame of reference. But when you're like, that's cheesy, I'm not going to do that. Because we know you, Aquarius. You're like, you're the outliers and you don't do things at the same rhythm everybody else does in the collective. That's when you're like, I'm going to post a cute birthday picture of myself celebrating, like, oh, yeah, I just had this really great day and got my nails done. I'm going to post a picture for everybody. I mean, that's so Leo. And like, do the things like that a Leo would do. Like, do things where you feel like you're showing off a little bit. That's the clearest way for me to say it to you. And I am saying that with so much reverence to our Leos because they comfortably show and shine their light. Aquarius, show off. And I don't mean from your ego, just show yourself off, be in the spotlight. And last but not least, we've got Virgo and Pisces. So Virgos, okay, like buckle up here and freaking surrender your game plan. Surrender your calendar and trust the flow. Loosen the control and the need to get everything done efficiently, effectively, and in your routine. It is literally like throw the calendar out the window. And I'm not talking about your literal calendar. I'm talking about that one that you have beautifully and logically mapped out in your mind that comes naturally to you. And that calendar, it's like, nope, let me be a little flighty, a little quirky. And what's coming to mind as I say that? Throw your navigation system out the window. Not really. Don't do that and call me and be like, I need a new iPhone, Amanda. But don't throw it out the window, literally. I did that one time a long time ago in a fit of rage. I threw a phone out the window, and that was another lifetime ago, probably 15 years ago. Not very proud of that. I don't recommend it. Literally, it's like instead of putting something in your maps on your phone or in your car nav, just say, okay, how can I get there? And maybe pull up the map and look at where it is and then turn the map off and see if you can get there. And if you get a little lost, pull over and get directions. And, create enough time. This might drive you freaking nuts and you might feel like you're out of control and lost. But surrender the plan and trust the flow. Feel again, that little bit of messiness or losing control and uncertainty and feel the discomfort in it, but find the flow. And for you Pisces, get your freaking calendar out. Like, get a calendar out, put a game plan together, focus your vision, anchor your dreams into practical, actionable steps. and put it on a calendar, literally over a handful of days. Map out a game plan and what you're going to do each day. I mean, get really freaking structured about it, like you enjoy the heck out of it. Because Virgos enjoy the heck out of that kind of stuff, the planning. And I know my heavy Virgo people in life, and I'm like, they do it ahead of time, they get it done. Pisces, y'all are like, okay, it's gonna get done, it's gonna be amazing, but not so big on the details. Be detailed, be so precise and detailed, and take the action around. If you're planning something right now, be the one that say, I'm gonna make the plans, and I'm not gonna like this, but I'm gonna be really structured in it. And I'm gonna follow up and follow through and get everybody organized. Do something that really creates a framework of organization. And Virgo, feel disorganized in order to find the flow. Let go of data and timelines and punctuation and accountability a bit, and lighten up in your field. So, using this practice, I hope you all found it helpful. And remember, like I said, use your sun, moon, and your rising. And for each of those, pull out the themes and what you're doing, and know that you're not just working with one energy, you're working with your sun, moon, and your rising. So you're working with multiple polarities here. And if it's too much for you, just do your sun, but I think it's fun to pull out all three aspects of yourself and looking at those polarities and how you can tie that in.